Yeah.
Mr.
Black
Perry.
as I am, I just got to, you can't tell it, but I got some white people in me. But go ahead.
What's the name of the index or the file that we go look for? What plantation we come from? Is it called the slave index? Or what is it called?
They got all the plantations. Listen. Now, if you know the area that you're looking for.
What's the name of it first?
Huh?
Is it called a slavery index?
No.
What's it called?
Index.
Plantation
they
index.
That name off a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Plantation index. Look at the plantation index. And since you have heard that your property is across the street from them, they're going to show that plantation that had all that land in it. Then you look for your family name in that plantation, and you find it. If you're in there, you'll find it. But it's just an odd way to do it. But they do it like that there. I've been there. Very few places I ain't hardly been in these little bitty. Any of y'all ever heard of Pineapple, Alabama?
Pineapple?
I bet it's some spots, boy, I'm telling you, I be like, man, are you sure that's the name? Yes, it is. And I'm sure what happened to Pineapple. And we're going to really get on this later. See, we always talking about oil and gas right here.
Right.
It ain't all about just oil and gas, y'all. It's about all minerals. Now, in Pineapple, they didn't have any oil and gas. But guess what they had? They had a huge salt dome under the land. Whoa. You get paid way more salt than you do oil and gas. It ain't even close. So you don't need no oil and gas. You got a salt dome under here. Whoa. Commercial quality salt at that. Commercial quality salt is the salt that you put in food and medicine. All y'all in here, every last one of y'all, anytime you use some salt, it come from one place around here. It ain't but one big salt dome around here, where it's 8 of them really though. When you go down there, maybe, you cross Reed Road, look over to the right. Look at that plant that's over there.
By the Stevenson Ranch?
Huh?
By Molly Stevenson?
Right before you get to Molly Stevenson Ranch. And try to go down Reed Road where it dead end, you're going to see a big sign there saying if you come in there first, you might get shot. Yeah. Y'all ever notice that sign?
They never noticed.
That's because they do not want you back there at that salt dome where they pump water. They don't dig out of the ground. They'll throw the well. They'll pump water into that cave under the ground. Huge cave. All the walls are just solid salt. When that water hit it, the salt just dissolved into that water until it becomes super saturated. No more salt can dissolve in it. So they pump it back out. They take it right down there to 225. If you're ever going down 225, right before you get to a shell, look at the big hills back there. They kind of yellowish looking right now. They run it through a heat unit. All the water evaporate up on the top. All your salt set right there. All the salt for the whole Southwest, Texas, come from right there. They go all the way out under the Astrodome. And NRG, you don't know it, but you're sitting on top of South Dome right there. When you're going down 45, have you ever noticed from the Scarsdale exit all the way down to Bay Area Boulevard, ain't nothing down there.
True.
Just empty on both sides. You see the little wellheads on both sides. Exxon got them domes years ago, and they don't let nobody put nothing in. But those are salt domes, but they are what you call industrial quality salt. They store LPG in the ground in those, and then when they want it, they just pump it out. Those domes are commercial quality salt. And the company that owns them is out of Brazil. But the point being, they make way more money off the salt than you could even imagine making off oil and gas. So we're not talking about just oil and gas. See, I had another one down in Mahara, Texas. I go down there because they say, somebody remember a well being drilled in the 1950s. I go out there, I don't see nothing. It's not even any trees growing, just buggrass on the ground. And they want to sell it for $22,000, 22 acres. I said, well, okay then. Let me check out the oil and gas first before you sell it. Make sure you don't, do a bad deal. All this sticker grass all over the ground, ain't nothing but sand down there. But guess what? I'm a certified environmental auditor too. Y'all probably know that. I'm a JDA, I'm a CEA, and I'm also a CFS. But anyway, That CEA stands for Certified Environmental Auditor. I go down there, I scoop up some of the sand. I say, let me check this out. Go have it analyzed. It's the same type of sand that they use to make optical cable. Whoa. All of a sudden, it goes from nothing, because there ain't no trees for no timber or nothing. You can't grow nothing because it's too sandy. First one I went to and asked them about just purchasing just the sand, half mil. Went to another one, 700,000. And we ain't talking about no oil and gas. They don't even want the land. All they want is scrape the sand off the top so they can make some optical cable. So we're not talking about just oil and gas either. We're talking about all types of metals. We're talking about sulfur. We're talking about sand. We're talking about lignite, coal. You'd be surprised. And other metals that definitely generate way more than oil and gas. So don't be discouraged just because you don't have an oil well on your land. So white people down there in South Texas got uranium. I've never seen a uranium field until I went down there. All these little holes in the ground, and they got lines running to each one of them all around. But guess what? You can't get it. It's armed guards all around. You can't even go down that road there and all around. Go ahead. Oh, well, it's rare that you're going to be able to get a company to come out and check for oil. See, what they usually do is this. Well, really ain't no signs up on the top. See, nowadays, they come, they do it themselves, like way up in space. They can take a picture of X-ray what's under the ground, but that's a big company. So you talking about different, and that's called geophysics. But the average one, when he tests for oil and gas, see, they don't just go out looking anywhere. You do have oil and gas everywhere. You got some under here, but is there a commercial? Is there a commercial amount that's under here? And they say, well, it's enough down here for me to go and spend $10 million to drill some wells here, and can I get $100 million out of it? If you just got a little oil and gas, you ain't gonna mess with it. Go ahead.
How deep must one dig if we want to sample her soil for the types of minerals? How far down?
Well, you ain't got to go that far. You just tell me the area that is located. See, they're testing just about everything. Even the smaller companies, what they do is they lay geophones on the ground, and they do it for like 50 miles from here all the way down to here. And when they set off the explosions all the way down, shock waves come from those geophones, go down in the ground, they come back up. And you see what an electrocardiogram looks like, you know, lines like this?
ECG.
When they come back up, the lines doing this, for that, say at 10,000 feet. See, it's going to tell you everything that's there, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, all the way down to 16,000 feet. And it's going to register on that chart right there. They already know.
Okay,
It was all that. Huh?
So we have to dig very deep.
No, we're going to dig it, man, because you're wasting money and time. Go check and see if somebody already tested the land. The same ones that test are not the ones that go drill.
So, Mr. Perry, certain parts of Texas, I want to connect back to what she asked. Certain parts of Texas are more prone to have commercial grade oil, like East Texas, Nacogdoches, Longview, right?
If you see other wells in that area, then more likely, yeah, there's probably some oil there. But go check your charts first. I mean, before you start spending money, it comes a lot of money to get. Huh?
With land records.
Well, we finna get there.
Okay.
We moving on,
Right.
y'all. You got to find the land first. You know? What we got it to 4 o'clock, right?
But 4 o'clock.
I told y'all to be ready now. I mean,
also,
y'all got to go, man.
Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Will you let everybody know that the census records back in 1920, 1910, 1879 had 2 columns for personal real estate, personal property, and also real estate.
Yeah.
You see, so I think it mentioned in acres on that, like 100 acres, 50
And
acres,
they
stuff
have,
like
they
that.
have how much, well, your deed records don't have it. Every piece of property that you see
Correct.
around here right now, if you do the history on it, it'll go all the way back. Don't look for the history on it. Even this piece of property right here, I guarantee you, I can tell you who owned it in 1870. All I have to do is go back on it. From right here. I can tell you everybody who owned this property. But see, sometimes we be looking to do the wrong thing and spend a lot of money. I'm trying to save you some money, yo. Especially like always running the lawyer, thinking the lawyer's gonna save the day for you. When actually, if he don't know all this damn, he ain't gonna get you nothing nowhere. He ain't gonna get you a plug nickel. See, if he been doing divorces his whole life, what do he know? You know more than he do, just from listening to this. Talking about reality, it ain't gonna just pop in his head. He didn't learn it in law school. They don't even have any oil and gas courses in for law school. So what are you talking about? Yeah, it ain't gonna fall out the sky and hit him upside the head. But you gonna run and get him. Oh, I got me a lawyer. And boy, you know what the other side be doing? They laugh at you. And then they talk about you later on. Y'all don't believe that, do you? Talk about it.
So, Mr. Perry.
They talking about how stupid you finna waste all this money and you gonna lose anyway. Go ahead.
So on the census, the old census, it used to indicate who used to own and who used to rent. So once you say,
Yeah,
who
they'll do
owned
that
it,
too.
I
That's
guess
right.
you'll go look at the land records, the deed records, what you're talking about.
Well, let me say this.
Yes, sir.
See, you still talking about 20s. I'm talking about these folks from 1865 to 75.
Correct.
See, that's further down the road. We talking about the real people.
Yes, sir.
Who had real land. We ain't talking about these folks renting going on later on.
Right.
They didn't have no apartments, man. They didn't rent nothing.
Right.
They didn't have no apartments. What are you talking about? They had the Dayville apartment. Man, that didn't come to where later on. And they ain't
Right.
from Houston.
Correct.
Because Houston did not exist in 1920, when I'm talking about 1865.
This is true.
You go down to Buffalo Bayou, that's about the best way you can get here. Wasn't even no road around here. What are you talking about? So you come to me telling me about all your people from Houston, man, you're crazy. That's to show me how much you know.
Right.
See, now if you start telling me they're from Pineapple,
Georgia.
Alabama or something,
Right.
I might, we can deal with that.
Mississippi.
Like these folks talking about
Rashad.
Iberia. I mean, you know, I know where it is, but how many other people there know where it is? One of them little towns. You see what I'm saying? So don't give up on these people, man. These folks have something for you.
Right.
But we just we don't realize it. See, they had a whole lot for us. We just need to go back and pick it up, and you don't have to go all the way down, and you don't have to worry about their names or whatever our name is now. Just it is what it is. But we ain't talking about that. Do not let emotions get in the way of this money, man. The money is down. The state's got the money. No, really. Talking about reality. Some of us, well, I don't want that. They were slaves.
Sure, I'm not that.
You want to knock them. You want to knock them because they were slaves. But guess what? If any one of them don't go and have another child, you won't be sitting here knocking nobody nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. So they direct to you. But anyway, y'all, let's keep moving on here.
Okay.
Let's keep moving forward here. I hope I'm answering some of these questions.
You are.
around here. And I hope y'all realize that we get to the next bit. Okay. We getting on over here to unclaimed oil and gas royalties. And this is a website that you can go to. You may have a check for unclaimed royalties waiting. And that's so true. See, what I want you to do is go pick up all these maps, if you can, on either side. And if anybody runs into a serious problem, you can call me. I don't mind just saying, well, look, you might do this or whatever. But what I really like for us to do, all of us, get interested in just finding out who these people were, because I guarantee you they have something for you.
Sure.
Yes. And you just have to spend a little time instead of you texting Bobo or whoever. Y'all gonna text for 2 hours.
Right.
It ain't talking about no money.
No.
Yeah. Hey, we're in America. This capitalist society, we start talking about some money, and not no nickels and dimes. We're talking about some big money. Let's move. If all these states got over $1 billion, man, that's the kind of money we be talking about. He talking about trying to sell no snow cones and that ain't nothing wrong with selling snow cones. But reality say, you know, there's snow cones you have to try to sell to make $1 million. Let's deal with some real stuff right now. And it's down. It's been there. It's set now. Now, we on that what page we got.